Well, good morning and greetings from Rancho Cordova, California. Today is Sunday, the 28th of February, 2021, and it's moving day. I am moving from base camp here in Rancho Cordova, that's been our home for the last 10 or so years, to Yreka, California. And it's been a long kind of process getting to this point, but as of yesterday, about 1 o'clock, I think I was pretty much all packed and ready to go. I've got just a few things to do today to get ready, but we're gonna take care of a couple of little odds and ends before I close up the rig and hit the road. But you're gonna be along for the ride, so let's see what happens. Have a great morning. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. Well, hi there again, and I've got the shower out of the way, and then I've also got the bed made, and now it's time to go make some breakfast. Oh, but first I need to make another stop before I make breakfast. I forgot about that. I am a state worker. I work for the state of California, the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation. And because my position supports software applications that work at the institutions 24 hours a day, I've got to do a little work. So as I indicated, I do have a little bit of work to do. This is kind of the computer workstation in the motorhome. Got this humongous printer, which someday I'm going to replace. Something a little smaller. I've got my personal laptop and my work laptop, and then I've got a AB, USB, HDMI switch set up so I can swap them back and forth. Right now I'm looking at my personal laptop, but I just hit the AB switches, go over to my work laptop, and I'm gonna do, I gotta check out to make sure that the mapping system is still up and running this morning. The server folks did server upgrades over the weekend, actually Saturday night. So it's my job to make sure that all the services are up and running. So let me check into that, and then I'll get back to you. So one of the big things that's been a problem in the past is the survey service is not launched, but it launched just fine this morning. One other thing that I need to check is to make sure that the daily reminder process is up and working still, so we're going to check that out next. So what I do now is I run a process that normally runs at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, but I run this process. It takes about 10 or 15 minutes for it to run, and then we'll see if it ran successfully. If it did, I know the services are all good to go. If it doesn't, I'll need to do some further investigation. But since it's going to take 10 to 15 minutes, I'm going to have breakfast, and then we'll check this out, and then we'll start packing everything up. So my breakfast this morning is pancakes. The other day I made a skillet full of pancakes and couldn't eat them all, so I stuck some in the fridge for some subsequent meals. And so I'm going to dive into these pancakes, and then I'll check out the software in a minute to see how its process is doing, and then we're going to get packed up and ready to go. Okay, let's go take a look. So the job is finished, and the return codes are 0. So good to go. I don't have to worry about doing any sort of additional support. The system's good for the day, so now I can hit the road. And if they call me when I'm on the road, I pull off to the side, I fire up the generator, I sign in, and I get it going, because I am lucky enough to have Fire Wi-Fi for my Wi-Fi connectivity, my internet connectivity, and I'm good to go to do the work that I need to do. But we're gonna now do our vacuuming, and then we'll get ready to close up and hit the road. So got to get the dishes cleaned up from breakfast, and then I'll vacuum, and then we'll be ready to close up the motorhome and hit the road. So the next thing I've got to do is I've got to vacuum where the slide out is, because what has happened in the past is if we don't vacuum, little rocks get slid across underneath the weight of the slide out. And so I got to get this cleaned up, and then I can bring the slides in and we can hit the road. And now it's time to bring in the slides, so we'll get these all brought in. Okay, so we get the slides brought in, and then we'll disconnect and we'll fire it up. Well, because there's too many cars in the cul-de-sac this morning, I'm going with my backup operation of hooking up the Jeep to the motorhome. I'm parking the Jeep out here at White Rock Park. So I've got the Jeep parked out here. Now I just go get the motorhome and then I will hook it up. Well, the only thing left to do is disconnect, fire up the motorhome, do my pre-trip inspection, and we're out. So I'm going to get the hoses coiled up and we'll get going. Well, now that I got my pre-trip inspection complete, we'll fire it up and I'll check the lights and listen for air leaks, and then we'll hit the road.
Okay, well, here we go. We're heading out. Gotta look at the wheels, make sure they're turning on the Jeep. And as I come up on this turn up here, I have a branch that reaches way out from the left. So I don't mind this turn so much coming at it from this direction, but coming at it from the other direction, I gotta swing way out to avoid that branch. But this is the last time I'm leaving the White Rock area onto my new adventure, moving to Yreka. It's about 9:30 on Sunday morning, and hoping to be up to Yreka by 2-ish, maybe 3. And that way I can make it to a rescue ranch before they close today and drop off some stuff for donation, because I've got a Jeep full. I'll check in when I get to a stopping place on the road, or when I get to Yreka, if that's where I stop. So one of the things that I had kind of struggled with as a single RVer is, how do I check my brakes? How do I make sure that when I'm pushing on the brake pedal in the motorhome that things are working in the Jeep as they should be? Well, I figured it out. I set the cell phone on my selfie stick tripod at the tail lights. I go into the motorhome, I press on the brake pedal, and the lights come on, or they don't. And if they don't come on, I got a problem. But if they do come on, I'm good to go. I-5 northbound, about 20 miles south of Redding, and this is where I really enjoy the ride, because although the roads are a bit more windy, the scenery is much more beautiful, and starting to take in Mount Shasta and Black Butte, and then eventually Castle Crags on this drive makes it to be really an enjoyable drive. I'm about 2 hours south of Yreka if I was driving the Jeep, but the motorhome's a little slower on the hills, so I'm probably 2.5 hours out from Yreka, which will probably put me into Yreka just about 3 o'clock. So that's how we're doing. So stay tuned. Well, welcome to Siskiyou County, the northernmost county in California, or one of them at least. And I am going to be coming up on exit 773 here in a minute. We're just now coming up on exit 770, but 773 is the one that I'll be taking for Yreka RV Park. So I'll be back with you in a minute when we come up to that off-ramp. Here's our exit. Exit 773. There's a bunch of RVs over here in the RV park. And up straight ahead is the Rain Rock Casino. I've been up there. It's kind of just a very basic casino, but you know, they all got to start somewhere, and it's just kind of like the one in Jackson, California. That one, you know, they had to start somewhere, and it was kind of basic, but it manifested itself into quite the little place. I'm going to pull up here and get my site number, and we'll go from there. Well, I'm here and got the motorhome leveled up and plugged in and plumbed up, so basically ready for the evening here. Got a few more things I'm going to do tomorrow, putting up the American flagpole and stuff like that, but otherwise I'm pretty much good to go. The spot is right next to the doggy play area, which is advantageous, so when I get a dog to join me, I will have that to as a convenient spot to take the dog to go play. I'll do another video later on after I've got some more sunshine tomorrow, but I am all hooked up and parked and leveled up and stuff, so I think I will call the day done and relax and enjoy the evening, and then tomorrow I'll go get a mailbox and some other stuff. So if you get a chance, go down and subscribe to my channel, and I'll be seeing you down the road, because even though I've got a new home base here in Yreka, I'm going to get out frequently to explore the great part of Northern California, Southern Oregon, and maybe even some Idaho trips too. So stay safe and safe travels. Bye-bye.